Hello students, I am Ashish De. I am taking one of your subject, that is digital communication. Okay. In my earlier class, I have given the video lecture on orthogonal signals. Today I will discuss about signal constellation. Signal constellations. Okay, this is very new idea. What is signal constellation? A signal constellation is the physical diagram used to describe all the possible symbols used by a signaling system to transmit data and is an aid to designing better communication systems. So that is called signal constellation. Now, why are constellation maps or diagram useful? Basically, they help you design a transmission system that is less prone to errors and can possibly recover from transmission problems without relying on higher level protocols. They also help you visually understand how a particular modulation mechanism works. If you make a chart of all possible values or symbols that a modulation system can create during transmission, you end up with what is called a constellation map. When a communication device transmits, it modulates a pattern into the signal being transmitted. That pattern represents information and is called a symbol. Symbols are used to represent sets of zeros and ones, that means binary data. Between the transmission point and the reception point, signals can get corrupted. A signal's original output power can be reduced or attenuated by the environment, or the signal can get shifted out of phase. The signal can become so corrupted that it becomes unrecognizable unless the design of the transmission system and the modulation technique take this into account. Designing a modulation system that spreads the symbol apart in such a way that they are not easily confused for one another is just part of designing a communication system. Both the selection of signal values and the selection of the bits those signal patterns represents are important to the design of the constellation map. Now, how a constellation map looks like this. Say for a 8-bit, okay, the analysis of a transmission system's constellation map allows the development of error detection and error correction schemes that can detect transmission problem. Below is show a constellation map for a 8 symbol. We know 8 symbols, that means from 0 to 7. So 0 to 7 decimal values can be represented by 3-bit binary number or 3-bit binary bits. Okay, so what is the maximum value of 7? The binary value of 0 is 00 and 7 is 111. So this is the maximum value of a 8-bit binary symbol. Okay, so if I want to draw a signal constellation consisting of 8 symbols starting from 0 and ending with 7, they are basically looks like this. Suppose here is the value 001, so here is 000. Okay, all the circles represents by, so there will be total 8 circles. So here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and this is 8. Okay, now if I starts from here, suppose this is 0 0 0 0 0 1, again it can be take any number here. So here we can take 0 1 1 instead of 0 1 0, we can take 0 1 1. Okay, here we can take 0 1 0, here is 1 1 0, here is 1 1 1, again it may be 1 0 1 or 1 0 0, right? So there are total 8 numbers starting from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1, right? So this is the signal constellation diagram or constellation map of 8-bit symbol, for an 8-bit symbol, right? Now here what actually happens when the signal is transmitted, the red dots in the second red dot is, so this is basically the constellation diagram. Now when this signal is transmitted through transmission line, okay, suppose the received signal looks like this is, so these are the original signals, okay, and here are some dots are there, some dots are there. There are some dots. So there are some dots, okay. Now these dots in this second diagram represents the value actually received, okay. So with this constellation arrangement, it is less likely that distortion or deterioration of the signal will result in a transmission error, okay. So these are the basically actual signal that is that is indicated by in these teeny circles, okay, and these dots represents the distortion or noisy environment, okay. So distortion in the signal, okay. So these are the these are basically noise signal, okay. So it is possible for the receiver to detect errors and even correct them if the transmission scheme is designed well enough. These dots around the green around the teeny circles labeled suppose 0 1 0 are automatically corrected to be the 0 1 0 value. This is the this is basically the magic of binary symbols, okay. So in case of any binary digit, we can easily detect or reconstruct the signal in the receiver section, okay. So these are the basically advantage of digital communication, okay. So this is the signal constellation. I think it is clear to everyone, okay, signal constellation.